Hi Nissan, thank you for joining Markelytics interview. It's really a pleasure to be here with you and discuss about the fintech world and actually what you have achieved here and what you're doing with your company now. I wanted to first understand in details and our viewers to understand in details about you personally and then how you reached the goals and this stance that you are now. Can you tell us more about yourself and what you're doing and how everything started?
Yeah, first of all, thank you, Stefan, for having me. Real pleasure and nice to be here. Let me first start about myself. My name is Nissan. I'm in the industry of engaging with people, or you can call it the call center business or the engagement business for the last 13 years almost.
A lot.
Yeah, a lot. I did, I think, every job from the, maybe not cleaning the floor, but almost cleaning the floor till being the manager of a brand that has 150 or 160 employees. The problem that we encountered, I encountered personally, was around 5 years ago when technology started to advance and we started seeing and feeling that we are using very old tech or old methods of evaluating and understanding what our employees are really doing over the phone and with our clients. Every client in every industry has some kind of a journey that he goes through from the first time that he sign up for something or he is interested in something or is clicking on something till the lifetime of his procedure of how he goes from getting an introduction and getting the service from your employees till the point of him being happy with the service or replacing him or just finishing the cycle.
You have noticed this on time, to be honest, because I know that companies are struggling with this and actually providing the best service for the client, understand the value of a client that they have.
So that's a good point. The key element that we had or we saw in the beginning that the product that we started building was for compliance reasons, for documents gathering and to keep your regulation intact. What we discovered is that we can offer much more besides just giving them QC and QA metrics. And today we give them a holistic solution that covers each one of the departments, give them the correct information and the tunable size for each manager to manage this specific information. And what was very nice to have a few years ago starts to be must to have today, and people that will not have it will be left back and will be exposed to a lot of very bad things that are going to happen.
I think Robonight made this extra step when you get the competency that you have, the extra step of analyzing the data of the clients and providing to the companies the right needs in order for them to understand how they can evaluate better and export better the usage of the clients. Can you tell us more about the process of Robonight? Like what are the key features, what are the best selling points, and what makes the difference in Robonight?
Okay, so let's start from what exactly it does, what Robonote does and why exactly did we build it, and how we can help companies that are engaging with clients today. So everybody has clients and everybody wants to reach more clients and everybody wants to engage with them and then convert them or make them consume your services better or more and upgrading, you know the deal. We come in hand from the first second that you interact with your client. Doesn't matter if you interact with him via email or via SMS or phone calls, it doesn't matter how. When you interact with him, we're already there in the background. We take the conversations and we take the interactions. If we need, we transcribe them. If we need, we translate them. And then we give you key elements about your client. It starts from his name. It starts from what he does for a living, his potential, his interest in your product, why exactly he approached you, which kind of marketing have you seen, what kind of service did he get, what does he think about your company, till the point of him becoming your client, and then it's still on going with him in all over the journey. If he's happy with the product, if he's calling support, why, which problems does he have, if it's a compatible problem or a same problem that different clients have in the same day. Maybe you have a problem in your system. Until you're going to recognize it, you're going to lose a lot of clients in the meanwhile. It goes on and on and on. Basically, information, it's something that you need to have. And in today's technology, we are amazed to see how many big companies, big revenue companies, are using super old tech like Excel sheets and like really hammer and a pitch to start and going through the data. I'll give you just a very small example. I can speak on and on about it because this is what I do all day. But I give you a small example. Okay, you have, let's say, you're a telecommunication company. Okay, and you have in every given day 1,000 new clients coming in want to onboard to your telecommunication company, okay? And you have another 600 clients that are leaving. They are leaving to a different company or they are leaving or whatever. They want to disconnect from the services. So whenever I ask a CEO of a company, a telecommunication company or somebody else, why those 600 clients left? And he tells me, there's, I don't know, 500 or 600 reasons, right? And I tell him, no, there are like maybe 7 reasons.
You don't know the exact reasons why.
Let's try and dig in. Let's see why they left. Let's see what they did complain about. Now, if 600 of your clients left because you don't have service in the area, not a lot that you can do over the phone, not a lot that I can help you with. But the chances for this to happen is close to zero. I think it's zero even. I guess most of them are complaining about either the service or the price. This is in, let's say, 90% of the cases. Yeah, exactly. You can fight it by understanding when it happens, what your competition is doing or what is bad about your service, and you can fix it on the spot. You can give your employees weapons to deal with these things. And you don't need to, after engage with, let's say, expensive and aggressive retention team that keep the client retained and keep him in place and get him very agitated and give him basically bad service.
I have understood that in Robonight, you can provide analytics for each department possible. So let's say you have sales, you have marketing, you have compliance. Every single department can get the analytics they need specifically for them in order to analyze the clients and produce even better numbers.
That's true. We started as a QC product in the beginning. We did it for ourselves as something that I needed for myself because I had a huge team of people that were analyzing conversations and read emails and gave me let's say, the summary of what happened. But it's like being, let's say, a movie reviewer and then getting a snapshot of movies and then review them. You cannot really review a movie or you cannot review something that happened via a snapshot. You need to see the whole story or at least a good summary of it. And then we started seeing that there is a demand on different departments. For example, marketing. Nobody checks the marketing.
True, which is the most important.
And the most expensive as well.
And the most expensive, true.
So people buy marketing today, okay, and they work on Excel sheets. They have 3 parameters that they use. How much did I pay for the marketing? How many leads I got? And how much conversion did I make from those leads?
Which is mind-blowing.
It's crazy. And this is how they analyze the marketing. So they know it's a good marketing, it's a bad marketing. I will buy more from that or buy less from that. So if you got one client that, I don't know, invested in your company $500,000 and another 100 clients that did nothing and told you that they are not interested, you're still going to think that's an amazing channel and you're going to continue buying because you have one client that upgraded your abilities or your player value or player whatever or your customer value in a great amount, but it's a wrong way of doing it. So we have created basically an ability for you to really understand potential of client, your marketing abilities, if you're really hitting the spot, if you're really talking to the interesting people that are interested in your product, how did they get to you? What have they seen that they haven't seen a misleading advertisement? And they are really interested in buying and investing in your company. And above this, you have different departments. For example, sales, which are not communicated with other departments. They don't need to see the other things. They need to see that the people are selling correctly, they're doing their job correctly. QC and QA, which we spoke about, which they need to know only about violation. Trainers that they need to know about the teams of people that they train. And we have other departments as well. Basically what we did is we took all the data from the conversations and the engagements, we chopped it into pieces and we divided the chewable sizes to managers to give them tools to become much better managers and for the employees to become much better employees. Our goal is not to show you where you're bad or how to fire your employees or how to replace them. Our job is to give you tools to understand, pinpoint, here I have a problem and I can fix it with this.
I understood actually, we discussed, and I know for a fact that you have helped multiple companies actually to produce way better numbers from what they have been producing before they started using your system, which is amazing. I think this is the future, and I think that Robonight as a company and as a product will be in the companies itself integrated in their systems, and this will be a must for the future. Can you tell me, how do you see Robonight going in the next 5 years? What will happen? What will change? What you will work on? I'm super curious about it.
Okay, so first of all, Robonote is a no-code product, one of the only products in the world that you can basically build your own very sophisticated algorithm without reading one word of code. One line of code. You can do it very intuitively. In the end of the day, we know who our end clients are. And this is people that work in communication center. And to say it without insulting nobody, these are simple people. Your employees, if you have a big call center, or if you have communication center, or if you have customer support center, you want to work with a manpower that can understand very simple procedures. You don't have to, take them to the logics of how an algorithm works and for them to start writing and producing algorithm for you. So we produce a product that is very easy to use. This is something that we saw that's working very good. About numbers that you mentioned for other companies. So basically, we do see a huge improvement in conversion rate. We do see a huge improvement in money saving in marketing. They really see where to invest the money and where not to invest the money. Of course, in QC and QA and all about regulation, regulation is changing all the time. All the big regulators, they expect from their clients to be more compliant with the regulations, to be more tight, to say less things over the phone, to promise less things. Those things need to be monitored. Then you need to know that your employees are really implementing the things that you're teaching them. And in the future, what I see is that every company will have some kind of technology to use. I hope it's going to be ours.
Yeah, that's true.
We are reaching to the American market and Indian market to try and get them, those are the big players, to get them to use our system and to get benefits from it. As well I know that you are doing interviews about Fintech industry, which is interesting for you. So the Fintech industry is suffering a lot from disuse or misuse of technology. And basically they need this tool. Today they need it more than ever. They need this tool to cover their regulation, the QC and QA, the customer support, the training, the sales, and of course the marketing. They need the tool to use all of those things to save money and to become better.
Yeah, exactly. I think Robonote did a perfect tap on the market in a perfect time because, as you said, fintech companies and fintech industry is changing a lot and super fast. The regulations are way stricter and stricter. And I think Robonote is there actually to pinpoint the right structures and the right way of working. I wanted to ask you, is there a lot of concurrence now in this industry? Is there other companies doing exactly same things that like Robonote is doing?
So exactly the same, I think, no. There are other companies that are doing different things, which is blessed. I think when we work in it's a huge market. The call center and the engagement center market is a 560 billion market till 2030. So yeah, I believe it's a market for everybody. And today, when we come to introduce new technologies, we mostly, our biggest, let's say, I don't know if it's a problem, our biggest
competitor in a way,
rejections that we have is that they don't know why they need technology. True. We need to try to explain, and we do it very good because today we have a system in hand that we can explain and we can show, we can give a demo in 10 minutes. I can open a demo for you and it can show you on your own contacts what happened today and you will be amazed how fast it is. But I can see it as a blessed thing. If there are other companies that are trying to get technology, that everybody would be interested in getting the technology, then it's going to be much easier to penetrate any market and just explain to them how it works.
I think what I have seen, and that is super friendly, easy to use, and you in the platform itself can pinpoint events which can be used in another companies, which for me, it's amazing, and I think it's a great opportunity for company to grow. If you can elaborate more on that details, it would be amazing, because I'm 100% sure that the people will write to hear about it.
Okay, so basically what we did is a social platform, okay? We wanted to socialize it. We wanted to get you as a company to understand what you're doing good and what you're doing wrong. They have their own concept of how to work, and I'm not coming to change nobody's work. I mean, I appreciate and I respect everybody's work, but you can open your abilities or your way you think when you see how other people work, and I think that's a very valuable tool.
It's amazing.
Everybody can use it. Everybody should use it. So two things that we are implementing that make it social. First of all, you can and you should social with your employees and with your managers via an inside of the platform chat that you can basically show them and explain to them without, you don't need to shout, you don't need to make big bombarded meetings for everything that happened. You can just send him a small clip of what happened, tell him, fix this, you did this again, you see that you have here something that you can do a little bit better, you can say this instead of that, and then it will make the sales better, etc. There's a million options of this. This is one thing. And the second thing that we did is basically we gave them the option to build their own tools. It means that you can build a tool that will automatically be notified for you and your managers. And let's make an example, like we did before when I introduced for you. So let's say that you have a company that sells cars, okay? And you want to see everybody that is interested in a red pickup truck, okay? You want to catch this as an event that happens. So our technology doesn't work on just catching words. That's an old technology. We basically have a technology that understands the context of what's going on in the conversation and gets that extracted as an event that happened. So somebody that's interested in a red pickup truck, that's the event, okay? And you call it red pickup truck. You build the event, you give the system some examples of people that are looking for red pickup truck, like I'm looking for a pickup truck, which color do you look? I'm looking for a red color, you give it 5 or 6 options. It's looking all over your data for similar events, you train it, and then it becomes 85% accurate. When it does come 85% accurate, we basically get it in our shop, in our marketplace.
It's insane. And everybody can use it after that.
And then everybody can use it, and everybody can harness your abilities or your way of thinking in their company, and they can use the way they use.
Yeah, obviously, I think none of the companies in the world have all the answers and all the questions. So basically, when you can pick up something from others, what they're using, it's super unique and super value for them. I think for Robonote, this is an amazing, unique selling opportunity. And I think that this can develop even more and more. Following 2023, I wanted to ask you, do you attempt, for sure you attend all these summits, even there's like Fintech, affiliate, gaming, casino, you're always going on these summits. Is that true? Is correct? Is Robonote showing somewhere this year?
We're showing in all the summits. We don't have booths yet.
Not necessarily needed. Everybody agrees on this.
We're trying to get as much traction as we can right now, and we're still a startup, so I guess maybe next year we're going to take some booth and introduce ourselves better. We cannot, of course, go to all the summits. There's a lot of summits. The affiliate summits are less interesting for us. We are more in the brands.
Where's B2B? Yes, basically
we
B2B.
We are more B2B. We are more focusing on big brands and brands that want to clean their actions or to be more productive or to understand what they're doing wrong, etc. So yeah, summits are something that we are planning on more and more investing. And to your question, I think it's something that is very interesting for us.
Perfect. That was amazing. I think we touched all bases on Robonote. Excuse me, sorry if I missed some points, but I think we covered everything that we needed to cover. I hope that really this company will grow. I really believe in it. It's an amazing product. Most definitely in my ventures that I have, we'll think about of using it as soon as possible because I think this is the future. It was a pleasure discussing with you.
Thank you very much for having me.
Always, you know, that we will stay in touch, we will speak about it and see how it will progress in the next year and then touch bases again and see where we stand there. Thanks once again coming here.
Thank you very
Guys,
much.
check Robonote, see what they do. I think it's an amazing product and let's keep it going.